Hi Aquarius, this is Tara and welcome to your October 2015 Psychic Tarot forecast. And I really appreciate your joining me this month. I really appreciate all of your likes, your subscribes, and your sharing my videos. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. That's just such a wonderful feeling. And this month I'm going to draw a 4-card spread from you from John Holland's Psychic Tarot deck. But first I wanted to tell you about a video I put together. It's complimentary. You can go on my website, which is www.themagicalmatrix.com. And on the front page, there is a place to put your first name and your email address, and I will send you this complimentary video, and it's of how you receive intuitive hits, intuitive messages. The two that I talked about are clairvoyant and clairsentient. So do you see with the third eye and or do you feel? And so there's some tips, there's some exercises, and I hope you take advantage of that offer. Would love to hear from you. Okay, so now on to the reading. And it's interesting. I pull these cards from what I feel, what comes out, of course, if the cards come out. And the cards this month have either been very talkative or they've been very specific, like they were with, I believe Aries. They were very specific about waiting until just the right card came out. And with you guys, it was more of like, no, we're going to talk. We're going to talk to you today. All right, so let me turn over your 4 cards and see what comes up first for you, Aquarius. Okay, well, very cool. The first card of your 4-card spread is a spirit card. And this is the number 9 spirit card. This is spiritual strength, which is a pretty awesome card to start off your month with. The spirit cards denote our aspirations, our inspirations, our spiritual force, our spiritual foundation. And the number 9 is about completion. And as you know, I'm a numerologist. Completion, unconditional love, universal love, and being non-judgmental, right? Understanding that every man or every woman. And so this is a really pretty awesome card for you guys to start the month of September with. So I'm going to, as you know, take a straight-on look at it and intuitively see what I get. And it's his head right here, and he's feeling very, I'm just sort of feeling into this myself. He's feeling very calm because he's done a lot of work, and he knows that the roof is raised so that he can expand out and he can breathe and he can build his spiritual foundation. And it also feels like to me that any of you that have, whether it's you've gone on retreats, meditations, prayers, I'm seeing altars with candles on it. So any of you that are doing that type of thing to really raise your vibration, which is the same really as raising your roof, raising your vibration, coming from the higher vibration instead of the lower ones. I just really feel like he feels like he's in a calm place with this. So wow, awesome of you to have this card for your first card in this spread. The other thing I'm getting is the purple circle, the violet color around the 2 images. So for me, that feels like a circle of completion, and of course this is the number 9. While you're not completely done on your spiritual journey, of course, we are all evolving as spirits, especially in this 2 millennium, especially with the shift going on. There's all kinds of challenges and situations that can be thrown in our way, but you guys have really raised your roof. So applause on that one, and that's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. Okay, interesting. I just turned over your second card, and this is a mental card. This is the number 5 of the mental card, and this is conflict and defeat. Okay, so you have a wonderful card to start with. You have a spiritual, raising your roof, raising your foundation, and then you get a mental card. And remember, mental cards are just that. They're about what we think. They're about concepts. They're about beliefs. They're about what we think, whether it's positive or negative, whatever we're thinking. And this card has come up, I have to say, in the last especially couple months several times. So I'm feeling sort of like this is a universal message of, well, let me just show you. See how he's stumbling down the steps and there's light. There's actually, I was talking about candles a minute ago, there's candle at the bottom of the steps, so there's light. And then on the other side of him, there is him like going back up the stairs. It's sort of a shell, but he's able to create what he wants with dropping any negative beliefs and really being your own person. This is about your being your own person and not really depending on anybody. You're an air sign, middle card. Don't think about it too much, but let it drop. Let the beliefs go, because there are some awesome things coming up for you, Aquarius. Yeah, so when I look at this card, mostly I see his knee in motion, this right knee in motion. So it feels like if you do that, if you let things drop, then you're going to keep your forward motion going. You're going to keep forward movement going. And you know, when I mentor my clients, I'm all about keeping that forward momentum, because when you think positively and feel positive, then possibilities happen. Positive possibilities, opportunities present themselves. A lot of P's, huh? But that's, you know, that's a good thing. So let the negative feelings, beliefs, just let them subside, and that will really create your spiritual foundation for you, okay? And wow, all right, so your third card of this 4-card spread is another spirit card. This is very interesting for me, for you guys. This is partnerships and alliances. It's the number 3 out of 9 cards. You got the 9th one first. This is number 3. Partnerships and alliances. Okay, so you're not only feeling good about your own spiritual foundation, but there are some partnerships that you are forming together to create, and I'm hearing more, to generate more stability for yourself, and again, for momentum. But it feels like the stability is the important component here. That feels very important. When I look at this card, I get her arm, which is very prominent. And I'm also really feeling into this green right there. And when I see green, when I do readings, the green means either, for me, one of 3 things: the Ireland, Scotland area, money, or healing. And for you guys, I feel like there's a lot of healing by and with your partnerships and alliances, and the group you're with, and the people you have bonded with. And this not only feels like it's just any old group, this feels like close bonds, that you're developing close bonds. I'm getting the chills when I think of that. So for me, that's a yes. And I sort of have my hands in this prayer position, and it feels like this is very much a gratitude of that you've really done some, you know, maybe some gratitudes you're grateful for. That always causes opportunities to come up and helps things to solidify. So I feel like there's some bonds that you're very, very grateful for, and that these have really established you and propelled you into situations that maybe you wouldn't have done before. So congratulations on that. The number 3, which is the number on the card, as you know, is about speaking, communicating. It's anything self-expressed, art, music, dance. So if you do any of those things as well in any form, that's also beneficial to you. And I mean like the dancing and the art or the music, anything creative. Okay, there's some bonds and alliances there. Okay, so let's see what your 4th card is. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is pretty awesome. This is the Destiny card in this deck, and in traditional tarot, this is the Wheel of Fortune. Well, okay, Aquarius, for your October 2015 Psychic Tarot forecast, that's pretty cool. I love that you got this card the last month, or the last week of the month. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune, your destiny, you know, your wishes are going to be fulfilled. You have some very personal personal wishes that you've been wanting to happen. And maybe you have shared them, maybe you haven't with other people, but you're working on it and you're doing a pretty good job. This is a message from the universe that, like I said, it's a major arcana card, and these are themes that are playing out in our life. So this theme is playing out for you towards the end of October. So I really feel like, November, December, and onward, there might be some really nice, very cool things happening for you. Some projects that you've been working on maybe in the last couple of months. I'm hearing two, last couple of years, or you have a partnership. Again, here we go. But it's things, more finances are coming forward, more finances. And that's always a nice thing when we're happy with what we're doing. That's the important component too, is being happy with and fulfilled with what you're doing. And again, this is a general reading, so I'm going to take a look at this card, but I am excited that this came up for you guys. Okay, so my eyes want to go right down here to the yellow. And I know another time I did a reading, and it looks like, if you take a look at it, it looks like a bat that's hanging upside down. But really what it feels like for me is, you're flying high, right? You can hang any way you want, and you're still off the air. So there's some magical feeling to what's going on for you coming up. That's what it feels like. And the fact that not everything is complete, just remember the wheels are in motion. Keep that positive movement forward. I see some writing out, some documents, some paperwork, some proposals, and I mean that in the most general way. It could be proposals as business, or it could be relationship proposals. Very, very general, just hearing that word proposal. So anything that you're working on, any relationships you have, could be some pretty juicy details come out of that. And I love that for you. The two heads that are not filled in down here, I'm kind of excited for you, because that means that it's just adventure. It's see what comes. Okay, so remember to let anything go that doesn't serve your highest good, because you really got some pretty amazing cards. You started off the month with spiritual strength. You're just watching your thoughts. That's all. You're watching what you're thinking. You have some really close alliances and partnerships that mean a lot to you, that will produce for you. And then there's the Destiny card. I love it. I love it, Aquarius. Wow. Thank you guys so much for joining and watching today. It was a real pleasure to do this reading for you. If you would like a personal reading, which is much more in depth and much more detailed and more direct for you, then you can go on my website and schedule on the scheduler on order reading tab, or you can email me, which my email address is themagicalmatrix@gmail.com, or I put my phone number below if you want to call me for a few minutes and ask me any questions about a reading. I so thank you for this time. I hope you have a marvelous, marvelous October. I can't wait to hear. Put your comments below, if you will, anything that comes up for you, and also subscribe. And I would love to hear from you guys, hear what's going on. Thank you again. Have an amazing October, and I will see you soon.